It's really sad. I mean, I see it, especially new, bootstrapped. I borrowed 100 grand from my dad, and I think this is going to work. It always costs more, always. So I was talking to a first-time restaurateur recently. The air conditioning broke. He had called me. It was 80 degrees in the restaurant on a Saturday night. It was $20,000, and you could just hear the pain in his voice. And he said, "I don't know what to do." And I said, "Scott, you got to replace it. That's all the money I have in the bank." It really becomes a function of cash.
We found that funding a restaurant without a bank loan is almost impossible.
Good news is if you've had a couple successful restaurants, you can go to a bank and borrow money and kind of finance the restaurant yourself, so to speak. If you don't, then you'd be kind of hard pressed.
I think banks are more willing, but if you're that first-time chef with no collateral, I haven't heard of it yet, unfortunately. So you have to have private funding.
You have to have partners. And just like any relationship or any partnership, you have to like your partners. They have to like you, and you have to work well together.
I think multiple partners is dangerous because macroeconomics, if you only have $100,000 to invest, losing that $100,000 probably is a lot more impactful than the guy that can write $1 million check.
I've seen a lot of restaurants go south because of a poor partnership.
So I've been in bad partnerships, lawsuits, not because values weren't aligned.
When things are good, everything's good. It's when things are bad, or the restaurant is, it's the first 6 months of the restaurant, and maybe you're having to fund the restaurant to keep it in business for a few months. That's when things get hairy, people get squeamish, and relationships start to deteriorate.
I remember the desperation of my first deal. I just got to get the money. If you're not in alignment with your partners, it is not going to end well.
Before we close any deal or we raise any money or we, sign on the dotted line, we always make it abundantly clear that we are the operators. We make every single decision. If you have an investor who is investing that money because they think, okay, I'm going to have a place to go on Friday night, and I'm going to be able to drink the tequila that I like, and I'm going to eat eat this dish that I know I like. Well, we may not serve that tequila because maybe it's too expensive or nobody else buys it.